Hey everyone, welcome again to the Factor channel video. Today I want to explain and do some demo for the generation process using the Factor software tool. Here are the agenda for this video. We are going to explain and demo three types of the generation process. The first one is copy generation process. The second is one generation process type. And the last one is many generation process type. For the copy generation type, we have several logic rules. The first one is applicable for file and folder. And then for the file, then we can copy the file without any modification on file name and also its content and paste into generated path. For the folder, we copy the folder including all the subfolder and any file inside it and paste into generated path. And for the copy, always replace. Always replace means if you already have the file or folder with the same name in generated path, then the file and folder will be replaced. Generated path is the specific folder that you can define as your target or destination of your generation process. We also have applicable private system attribute file that can support on this copy generation type. The first one is private system generation type, which is the private system placeholder for defined generation type. The option is one, many, or copy. The second one is private system generation path, which is a private system placeholder for create generated relative path relative to root directory deployment as a base path. For the folder, use self value on the generated path column for define its generation path. Folder only has a copy generation type. It cannot use one or many generation type. If the generation path is same, every time you click the generation button, it will replace the previous one. For the file, use self value on generated type column or file attribute prv underscore sys underscore gen underscore type for define each generation type, and use self value on generated path column or file attribute prv underscore sys underscore gen underscore path for define each generation path. If a generation path is same, every time you click the generate button, it will replace the previous one. file attribute will override the value on the cell. If the file attribute is not exist, then it will use the cell value. One generation type logic rule. First is the applicable for file and is not for the folder. For folder will always has a copy operation only. For the one generation type, we also have additional file name handling for specific on the file. We can remove the .ftl of file extension if has in the list of file name. For example, Person.java.ftl will become Person.java only. The private system attribute that applicable for this one generation type logic rule are: the first is same as a copy generation type, like a prv underscore sys underscore gain underscore type, and also the prv underscore sys underscore gain underscore path. The second is prv underscore sys underscore gain underscore file name, which is the private system placeholder for defined file name that need to be generated if required to be different with the template name. And also it will remove the .ftl file extension if has in last file name. The last private system attribute file that can be used on the one generation type logic rule is prv underscore sys underscore is underscore replace, which is the private system placeholder for replace file, true or false. If false, then it will create additional suffix on the each file name. Use file attribute prv underscore sys underscore gain underscore file name to define file name that need to be generated if you require it to be different with the template name. And it will remove the ftl file extension if it exists in last file name. Use file attribute prv underscore sys underscore is underscore replace for replace existing generated file or add a suffix. The value can be true or false. If true, then it will override existing generated file. If false, then it will create additional suffix on each file name. First logic rule on the many generation type is applicable for file and not applicable for the folder. The second logic rule is folder will always copy operation. The third logic rule is file name handling. On the file name handling, first we can remove the .ftl file extension if it has in last file name. For example, Person.java.ftl on the generation process, then it will become Person.java only. The second rule on the file name handling is the file name may have a placeholder. For example, if you find the open square bracket and then ps type and then close square bracket model.java.ftl, or for example domain open square bracket ps type close square bracket dto.java.ftl. In this case, the open and the close square bracket is the placeholder. On this moment, we only have four types of the placeholder. The options are the square bracket with table inside it, then it replaced by the table name. The square bracket with base inside it, then it replaced by the base name. The third is the square bracket with the class inside it, then it will be replaced by the class name. The last is square bracket with instance inside it, then it will replaced by the instance name. So this will be processes during generation process.
File with placeholder for copy generation. 1. File name will same between template file and generated file. 2. The content will same between template file and generated file. Table base class instance dto.java.ftl is the example of file template with placeholder on its name that can be replaced according to placeholder options. Placeholder options are: table will be replaced by table name. Base will be replaced by base name. Class will be replaced by class name. Instance will be replaced by instance name. This is the demo of file with placeholder for copy generation. File with placeholder for copy generation. File name will same between template file and generated file. And the content will same between template file and generated file. This is the demo of file with placeholder for one generation. File with placeholder for one generation. File name will same between template file and generated file, but it will remove the .ftl extension. And the content will be transformed into specific content. And its content will be based on first table only. This is the demo of file with placeholder for many generation. File with placeholder for many generation. File name will different between template file and generated file. It will remove the .ftl extension and generated multiple file with different name. The placeholder on its file name will be replaced by the its value according to placeholder type. File with placeholder for many generation. The content will be transformed into specific content. Each generated file will have their own specific content based on information of each table or entity.
The private system attribute that applicable for this many generation type, it will be same as one generation type. Include the PRV underscore sys underscore gen underscore type, and then PRV underscore sys underscore gen underscore pet, and then PRV underscore sys underscore gen and underscore file name, and also PRV underscore sys underscore is underscore replace. For the PRV underscore sys underscore gen underscore file name, the feature will be same as the on the one generation type, but in this many generation type we add additional feature, which is on the file name may have a placeholder that we already discussed earlier on the previous slide.
This is the demo of PRVSYSGEN file name attribute for many generation. Double-click the file template on template table to add PRVSYSGEN file name private attribute. Follow this video demo to know how to add or modify the PRVSYSGEN file name attribute. Click the Scan Template Directory button to populate again the attributes. You can modify the value of PRVSYSGEN file name attribute on the File Attributes table. PRVSYSGEN file name attribute will overwrite the real file name of the template. Click Save button and click Generate File button. As you can see, the file name will differ between template file and generated file. It will remove the .ftl extension and generated multiple file with different name. The placeholder on template file name will be replaced by the placeholder value according to placeholder type.
We also add additional private system attribute which is only happen or applicable on this many generation type. The private system attribute, that one is the PRV underscore sys underscore java underscore package. This private system attribute file is a placeholder for define package name and auto-create directory based on the value definition. For example, id.co.factor.square bracket table .square bracket base .square bracket class .square bracket instance. The square bracket with table inside it, then it replaced by the table name. The square bracket with base inside it, then it replaced by the base name. The third is the square bracket with the class inside it, then it will be replaced by the class name. The last is square bracket with instance inside it, then it will replaced by the instance name. So this will be processes during generation process.
This is the demo of PRVSYS Java package attribute for many generation. Double-click the template file to add or modify PRVSYS Java package attribute. Follow this video demo to know how to add or modify the PRVSYS Java package attribute. id.co.factor. Table. Base. Class. Instance is the example of PRVSYS Java package value with placeholder that can be replaced according to placeholder options. Placeholder options are: table will be replaced by table name. Base will be replaced by base name. Class will be replaced by class name. Instance will be replaced by instance name. Click the Scan Template Directory button to populate again the attributes. You can modify the value of PRVSYS Java package attribute on the File Attributes table. Click Save button, and click Generate File button. It will generate multiple files with its path or its folder, based on value definition of PRVSYS Java package attribute.
Okay, this is the ending of my video. My name is Firmansyah. You can contact me at firmansyah.profes@gmail.com. Goodbye everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy.